Good morning, my summer children, and welcome to the return of my YouTube career. Are you dead yet? I hope so. So, yesterday I was playing my makeup because I was bored, and I created quite the look. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop the tutorial on it because I think it's nice. So I've claimed this bathroom that is in my house. That's not my bathroom because the lighting situation in here is pretty amazing, and there's also a lot of counter space for my laptop. I'm going to stop doing that because y'all don't need that footage. Excuse me? So, I didn't bring my moisturizer. Bother. So, I already put on my moisturizer. I was going to put it on again for showing you guys, but, I forgot it, so it's not in here. So, just imagine right now I'm putting on moisturizer because I'm out of primer, but I use Pond's moisturizer on the light blue cap and the white canister. I think the word I'm looking for is canister. So, if you want to recreate this look, start with that moisturizer. Next, we're going to go in with our usual Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is a very light formula. It goes on pretty sheer. It is not a full coverage foundation by any stretch of the imagination. But you know, it's very hard for me to find a foundation that matches my undertone. Like, I don't know. I want to say I have like a neutral to a golden undertone, but most foundations near my shade have that pinky undertone, and that does not look right on me. Now, keep in mind, I just started watching Jackie Aina, so I've only just figured out the different kinds of undertones there are. And of course, we stan Jackie Aina. After you watch this video, go watch any of hers. I'll put some links in the description just because I love her so much. If I figure out how to put links in the description, that is. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the mirror just above where the camera is. So if it looks like I'm having a stroke, I'm not, probably. Wow, this mirror is much further away than I thought it was going to be. Alright, we're going to need way more foundation. I'm still using a beauty blender, the same dirty old beauty blender, because I keep forgetting to get a new one whenever I go out. Like, literally, I see them at the Walgreens. But I haven't been to Walgreens in a couple weeks, at least not by myself, because my car broke down. Wah, wah. Yeah, I fucking murdered him because, like, he had radiator issues, and I probably could have noticed, like, weeks ago, or at least weeks prior to it breaking down, but I just figured it was like a minor AC problem because it was an old car and it was hot as shit, so I just figured the fan wasn't going hot fast enough and I could get that fixed at any time. Fucking wrong. My whole engine went out. And I call up the repair shop. I'm like, okay, how much is it going to cost me to get this shit fixed? And this is after like 3 tow trucks I done had called to get it pulled to different locations because the first repair shop I took it to did not do engine work. And the man was like, that's going to be about $5,315. I said, Anna, ooh. So I went on to Kelly Blue Book to look up the worth of the car. And Kelly Blue Book was like, sis, $3,000 at the most. And I was like, shit. So right now that car is at a junkyard in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. And I haven't, like, gotten the money for it yet because I haven't had time to go because they're closed on the weekends. But I don't have a fucking car and my dad's name is on the title, so I can't go by myself. It's truly tragic. Also, like, just cars are expensive as shit, man. Like, I don't want another goddamn clunker if I'm gonna murder it in 3 weeks because I don't know how to take care of a car, dude. Like, New Orleans is hard on a vehicle, man. That's what I learned, is that it's probably from all the damn potholes I hit. Because some of them just be, whoop. Does that look right on camera? Because I feel like it doesn't look right in the mirror. But yes, I have no car at the moment. I'm hoping to ameliorate that situation soon because staying here in Gonzales and like not being able to go anywhere is not it, absolutely. Or maybe like My mom drives a nice car. She'll never let me borrow it because I will wreck that shit. You know, I recognize that I'm very lucky. I grew up in a very upper middle class household, and I live a very upper middle class, high yellow, Negro life. But you know, that doesn't keep the people who don't like Negroes in general from not liking you. They just assume you're Hispanic or Arab, and then you gotta be like, hey, I got this accent, and it throws them the fuck off. Alright. I might do another layer of foundation, but I think that's all. I'm gonna go in and do another layer, just because this is such a light coverage foundation. Sometimes I just put it directly on my sponge, which is probably objectively wrong, but I start in the spots that look a little off, and then I turn it around and I buff it in to the skin to make it all seamless. We essentially want to look like one of those fancy brown eggs at the store. You know, the like cage-free brown eggs. But that doesn't actually mean anything, because here's the tea, children. Chickens lay eggs in every fucking color between brown and white. Like, there are eggs that are like coffee, like eggs. There are eggs that are, chicken eggs can be like just off white or like stark white. Chickens lay eggs in every color. So when you see a carton full of just brown eggs or just white eggs, just know that those didn't all come from the same chicken. Like, they were cherry picked from the selection of chicken eggs. I don't know what happens to all the other eggs and like how much more they charge for those. But like, just because it's a brown egg doesn't mean it's a good egg, because it's an organic, cage-free, the chicken didn't eat shit egg. Because chickens lay eggs in every color. Okay, I think I'm done with foundation. So before I put on my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm going to use this little hand mirror and this e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade brown. It's very old. I've had it forever, and I lost it for the longest, which is why I used to use. Seen a lot of my older tutorials. You've seen me doing my eyebrows with an angle brush and the darkest brown and a particular eyeshadow palette. It's because I lost this and I just found it, and I love it because it allows me a lot more control on the shape I'm going to create for myself, and it's also easier to clean up with concealer when you're done. Especially for me, because as you can see, the distance between the bottom of my eyebrow and the start of my eyelid is 0. It's all the same, which is why all my eyeshadow essentially look the same, because there is not a lot of leeway between my crease and the bottom of my brow. Some people's eyebrows are like up here, I guess. They have more out eyebrows, I guess. Like, they're more like this. So they have a lot more leeway to like clean things up, especially when they're doing their eyeshadow. But my eyebrows are smaller and more down. And they're not doing it like, they need a little work, but you know, they're not bad eyebrows. They need a little help. I guess I could start filling them in on the daily, but like, as much as I love makeup, I do not wear makeup that often. I love it, but I always feel like when I put on makeup, I'm going somewhere, and it's like, if I don't want to spend how much time it takes me to do that just to like go to fucking Walgreens, but I know some people do, and they slay, and kudos to them, hats off to them. Maybe if I was better at doing like subtle looks, or if my subtle looks actually look like something, like a lot of neutral eyeshadows look like nothing on my eyelids. And I don't know if they're supposed to look like that or if I'm doing it wrong. Can you actually, ooh, that looks like shit. I know what you're thinking. That looks like shit, Tabitha. Don't worry, it's gonna get better. Have I told y'all my name ever? Shit, I should come up with an alias, like, yeah, just a beleaguered sigh. That's gonna be my alias. That's gonna be my new YouTube name. So every time you talk about my videos, y'all can be like, Chelsea, this new video. But if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if that was a beleaguered sigh so much as a wheeze, because I spend a lot of time wheezing. Alright, so we're gonna take the spoolie end. Is that what that's called? I feel like I've seen people call it that. And we're gonna just swipe it through to kind of And oops. I'm not gonna do that later. So, alright. I'm just gonna keep going. And we're gonna clean this shit up in a second. Do not worry. That's why we waited to do concealer everywhere else, so we can come back and do it here too, and we can do it all at the same time. So it wouldn't dry too quickly. Yeah. Also, my eyebrows are really messy. Like, I need to clean them up, to be honest. Like, at the tails. There's a lot of extra hair happening. That's a really sharp. Okay, we need to fix that. Does that look better? That looks like shit. That looks like absolute dog shit. Alright. We're gonna clean it up now. Are you ready? I'm just gonna close this up. Sometimes you gotta know when it's time to close shit up and move on. Time to clean up. We're gonna use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer just because it goes with the foundation and I feel like it blends with the foundation very well, but you're welcome to use whatever concealer you like. I know a lot of people love Tarte Shape Tape or I can't think of the other one that everybody uses, but I know a lot of people like a lot of different concealers, and it's all about personal taste and how much coverage you're looking for. But you know, it's always, I know a lot of people love Tarte Shape Tape not only to line up their brows and clean shit up, but for concealer purposes, and they love to use it as an eyeshadow base, but I use this. Just, it's what I got. I like it. I like how it feels on the skin. I like that it doesn't settle into my wrinkly bits that I don't take care of. Even though I'm only 20, I'm already wrinkling. God. Like, I look like the oldest, I look like a geriatric 12-year-old. I'm gonna go in for some more because we're not just gonna stop there. Don't worry, it always looks absolutely insane. Some of y'all, I've said this before and I'll say it again, some of y'all leave your shit like this and it's not okay. Get it together. We're gonna come in and we're gonna put it underneath our eyes because it doesn't matter how much sleep we get, we just got those eyes where you look fucking tired, sis. You good? I slept. Don't worry. It's dark under here. So we put it under here. I see a lot of people put it here and I put it here too. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's to cover like the minute hairs in your unibrow. I just see people put it further up. And I always put a dot right on my chin just because I feel like I need it. Sometimes if I'm feeling extra fat, I'll put it right there. Right there on the tip of my nose. I realize I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at this mirror. I'm like sitting sideways because I'm sitting on a stool and the counter comes kind of low on my knee. Let me see if I can fix this. And we're coming with the smaller end of the beauty blender and we're gonna come in and we're gonna clean this all up, make it seamless. I'm just gonna come in, clean things up. So, I actually just got back a couple days ago from Orlando. It was a lot of fun. I went with my parents because I'm still at that stage in my life where I'm, as an only child, I'm my parents' sole financial drain. And I'm in college, and you know, they love me, and I'm the only one, so it's not like they gotta worry about shit. Wow, that's okay. We're just gonna come through. If you do the stage now, sometimes I forget to do this step while I'm doing the rest of my highlighting and concealing, and then I feel really dumb because it's by the time I don't start this step till I've baked, and then I look really stupid. Granted, I look really stupid right now on camera. I'm sure this reads like a goddamn nightmare. But we're also going to do something you haven't seen me do in any of these videos today, and that's contour, because when I was playing my makeup yesterday, I did it like 2 light swipes from the Sephora contour palette. I've had 5 ever, and for up close, it looked pretty alright up close, and then from far away, it looked like I hadn't eaten a sandwich in 6 weeks, and honestly, that's a look. Now, you gotta be careful. I generally don't contour because of the size and shape of my face. I feel like I have a very small, fairly narrow face, and I just feel like when you sink in my cheeks, I don't look right, or at least not like me, and it bothers me, but I know some people live for that look, so we're gonna do it. look in the mirror until you hate yourself, and then you're done. So we've done that. Now you can use a face powder brush, but if you have a bigger face than me, but I like to use this kind of semi-flat blush brush because I don't blush generally. And I'd like to mix into these two colors right here at the end because like it's just how it be. And then I look like I don't eat, like Angelina Jolie. It's so stupid. All right. And it just kind of looks like you're putting dirt on your face. But I mean, you are. This is dirt. It's dirt. It's pigment. Pigment comes from the ground. It's dirt. Alright. And what you're going to do next is, if you think it looks like shit, it's because it does. Powder contouring tends to look like shit. It just does. I know some girls, they don't have a highlight concealer, they have a low light concealer, and they use that for contour, and that's a look. But I like to use powder. Ooh, that is not even. Alright, we're going to bring it down on the side. We're going to clean this up, because with the next step, clean. Ooh, I can't open it. We're just going to bring this end up a little bit. How do I do that? Use your fingers if you have to. God gave you hands. And then we're going to go into this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and we're going to put right underneath it on our jaw to kind of clean up right here on the contour. Clean up on the contour. And we're just going to create ourselves a little cocaine beard, essentially. And we're just going to clean things up. We want to look like Colin Farrell's bathroom. We want to look like Johnny Depp's countertops. And then we come in, as usual, underneath the eye. And this lightens everything, essentially. Which, if you're not trying to look lighter, I mean, I don't do it just for the look, but because it catches it catches most of the fallout from your eyeshadow if you have any left over, and then catches that, and you can brush it off. Shit, I forgot to. I look like, alright. You want to look like, who else is famous and does good? You want to look like Rick James's house. We're going to come in and we're going to put it up here too. Try not to get your baby hairs. There's no mirror. I wish there was a mirror in this piece. See, and that's the other thing is, depending on how far away you're painting, quote unquote, that really affects how it looks. Like if you're painting right here, if you're painting for right in front of you, everything looks a lot softer. If you're painting for the back row, everything can look very harsh. Some people put it all over the forehead, but I have a small forehead. Well, I'm not going to say I have a small forehead. I think my forehead is sizable. It's not the biggest forehead, but it's not the smallest forehead either. Good. Oh shit, I'm fucking up my bake. Okay, we're going to come back in with the bake to fix that. We're going to put a little bit right there. Pat that in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now we're ready for eyeshadow. And today, I'm going to be using a mix of this Morphe palette and one shade from the Norvina palette. Don't ask where I got this Morphe palette. If you're watching, you might know. If you're not watching, you don't. If you're not watching, you don't know that I'm talking about you, do you? Wink. I can't wink naturally, y'all. Like, hold on. Whenever I wink, I have to do it like big and overdone, like, cause I can't I can't just wink. I always end up blinking, and this big is in my eye. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. One of these, this one I just abuse, and we're gonna go in with this shade down. The shade Make Out, and we're gonna put that in our crease. I didn't put concealer on I did not prime my eyelids. How could y'all let me forget? I'm gonna go ahead and prime our eyelids really quick. Oh, it's everywhere. Alright, it's fine. That's what I get for trying to be creative. We're just gonna go in and put some primer. We're gonna prime our lids very quickly. If you ever really water your eyes like me, doing your makeup can be difficult. Like if your eyes just like decide like a little something gets in there, and you're just like, we're crying, bitch. Yeah, I can see where makeup's difficult for you because it was really hard for me early on. Oh, I'll clean that up later. Some of it got on my jeans. Come back in. I'm gonna pat this down because you don't want your shit to be wet. Now, some people, if you're doing a glittery look, you want it to stay wet. Also, be mindful of your skin. If your eyelid skin is sensitive and you're feeling like, you know, that shit's hurting, take it off. I love a lot of beauty YouTubers out there. I know there's a lot of drama in the beauty community that I missed out on because I was gone. Missed out on a lot of that beautiful drama that was happening in the beauty community. Mr. James Charles was accused. By Miss Tati Westbrook, who I didn't really know a lot about before, and I don't really know a lot about now. You know, there's a lot of unproblematic beauty YouTubers out there. Like, just as many problematic ones as there are, there's a lot of unproblematic ones. As you know, I love Miss Jackie Aina, but I also love Miss Nima Tang. Miss Nima Tang doesn't get into any shit. She is that bitch, though. Like, she just did a What's in My Bag with this pink Louis Vuitton purse, and I was living. I'll link that below, because that shit had me gagged. Miss Jackie Aina, she just reviewed the new Anastasia palette that's a collaboration with Alyssa Edwards, the drag queen, who I love. We stan. I also like a lot of non-beauty YouTubers out there. Recently got into what's sometimes affectionately called left tube, or maybe it's unaffectionately called left tube. But I miss ContraPoints. She's amazing. Miss Natalie Wynn of ContraPoints, amazing, beautiful, perfect. We stand. I got drawn in when her video on incels got recommended to me, and I've stand ever since. So go check out her channel. And that channel led me to Philosophy 2, Mr. Oliver something or other, I think. I don't know what his actual last, I can't remember. Oliver Thorne, maybe? And he's British, and he's essentially cishet. Well, no, he's not cishet, he's just cis. He's, cis ContraPoints. That's really mean to say, because he's certainly a lot more than that, but like, in essence, like if you want a comparison, you can compare him to ContraPoints in certain styles. His topics, but he's pretty great. And then I like a lot of problematic people. Like, I love Jeffree Star. Like, honestly, I know he's problematic as fuck, and I don't have any of his products, because, like, you know, he's problematic as fuck, and I don't want to get drawn into that, but I love him. He's, like, he just moves that bitch, man. I kind of, what else do I love on the YouTubes? Nope, that's it. That's pretty much. Oh, Jenna fucking Marbles, my queen. Queen of YouTube. I love her so much. I just rewatch all of her videos all the time. I started following her like years ago, back when she was like still had that really aggressive New York accent and did videos like bitches at the airport. I used to live for that video when I was like 12. Oh, I didn't tell you what I was doing now. We're going in with the shade Hot and Crowned, and we're putting it on just the bottom of the lid after we've blended out your crease color. You're going to go in with that. It kind of looks like hot Cheeto dust, and you're putting it right under that maroon we put on. When I first did this look, I was playing with my makeup, and I had an idea for this look. And I did it with the shade Passion from the Norvina palette, but the Passion shade is too purple leaning into the maroon, and it doesn't look right on the lid. Sorry. So, you know, it was not looking right, and I had to, like, I started weeping when I did it, and I got, like, a washcloth and spent 5 minutes washing it all off my face, and I completely restarted the look. That's also how I decided to contour, but, you know, sometimes I like to, like, play with my shit before I bring it to you guys, because I don't want to bring y'all shit, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. You might be thinking you have to have that looks like shit. And you're right! Which is why we're going to go in and blend with any kind of dome-shaped brush. I use this one. We're going to blend that up. Try not to blend down because you don't want to muddle that nice red we just put on. Think of it like if you ever watched the Bob Ross tutorial, how he brings the light colors up to the top of the painting where he's put the dark colors but never brings it back down because that like fucks up, that muddles the colors. Dude, they should make a Bob Ross eyeshadow palette. Like every shade is like one of the shades. Does that already exist? If it does, let me know. Call me ignorant in the comments. But like if it doesn't, can somebody get on that? Because that'd be amazing. Like, and all the shades are named after the paint, the oil paints he uses. So like Phthalo Blue, Phthalo Green, Alizarin Crimson. Like, he really goes in and like just call it like the Happy Little Trees palette or some shit. Big Happy Cloud palette. Just like a really good palette. Okay, so it still looks like shit at the top. I will say this Morphe palette, it just came to me and it is a little difficult to blend. I don't know if I need to wet this brush. Maybe I'll try that. Here. I don't know enough camera. I'll be back. You just don't want to fucking wet one. Damn. So like get it wet and flick at it. And then maybe try one. You know, that's worse. That's worse. We're gonna put that down. We're gonna grab a different blending one. This is another blending brush I like to use. This is from Ego. Yeah, that's... Okay, so... I'm having a stroke. I always have to blush this off like I just found it in an archaeological dig because of how much follow-up this palette has. I personally think I got a bad batch because the other reviews I've seen from the Norvina palette aren't this fallouty, so I think I just got a rough one. But I love the colors a lot, so I never returned it, just assuming this is how it was, and I didn't think about it until after. Way after, like I was probably even allowed to return it. So, you know, just brush it, blow it off, grab a brush. Actually, we're going to go in with, if you have a sponge applicator of any kind, this is one I got in like a palette from Forever 21. And we're going to the shade Rose Gold. We're going to start off this little like on the brush. We're going to go in and we're going to gently pat it on the inner corner of our eye and slowly work it out. Now, some people... If you were going for more of a cut crease look, you could put more concealer down as a bait to prime your eyelid again and then put that on top. But if you're just looking for a little something to brighten the look, in the corner, this works as well. Don't get carried away or you'll murder this beautiful red we have. And you don't want to do that. So we just gotta put it in our eye. Whew, that was almost a disaster. Wake up, please. Thank you. In 30 minutes. I've been talking for 30 minutes. Why do y'all watch these videos, honestly? We're just getting to eyes and it's been 30 fucking minutes. Like, I haven't even done my eyeliner yet and talked shit about not being good at eyeliner. So we're gonna bring that there and then we're gonna be done in a second. Now I know what you're thinking once again, Tabitha looks like shit, and you're right. Which is why we're gonna take a blending brush. This is the third fucking dome brush I have. This literally came out of this palette, I think. And we're gonna gently sweep it over so it doesn't look crazy. Gently. Not a lot of blending. Gently. Because these pigments move much easier than the Morphe pigments do. So you just want to do it gently. And if you're the kind of person who looks good with the under eye, maybe take a thin brush and go in with makeup and bring it underneath. We're going to do a little bit of that, but I don't generally look that great with it because of the way my under eye is shaped. So we're just going to put it gently, very, like, not even all the way across, not even halfway, maybe like a third of the way down our under eyelid. We're gonna put more makeup. So moving on to eyeliner. Now, eyeliner can be tricky. So what I like to do is I take the eyeliner, I take the liquid eyeliner, kind of shake it up if it's old, and I take it and I find the line that my bottom eyelid would follow, looking down at a mirror. And following the line that my bottom eyelid makes, I take the pin pointing away from me, and I create the wing with the tip of the pin, just like laying it, like stamping it on. And then I come in and thinly draw the lines in to meet that. And then if I want it to be a thicker wing, I'll thicken it up, but it's better to start out too thin than to go overboard and make it too thick, two C's. Because then you can't go back, and then you either have to deal with it or you start over completely, because that's the nature of liquid fucking eyeliner. It can make or break a look. That's why a lot of people don't use it. And I get that. I don't put on false lashes because I don't feel like I don't feel confident that I can put them on right. There is bake in my hair. I probably could brush this off now, but we're not gonna until I finish this eyeliner because I'm already halfway through it. Now the left eye for me is always harder than the right eye because I'm right-handed, so it never comes out the same. Ooh, that's way thicker. It's just I'm never looking at it the right way when I come to this eye. There we go, okay. And then just lightly dance it onto your eyelid. I blinked. Try not to blink when you're doing this because it'll put a dot of eyeliner where you don't want it. If you have more eyelid real estate, you have more room to like put more eyeliner on. But if you're like me and your eyelid real estate, oh, that is not fucking right. Okay, so we're just gonna fix it on this side. Draw a little air. There we go. Okay. I feel like it looked better without all the extra tail, but you know, it's a look at this. This is kind of sad looking, to be honest, but if you have eyes like mine, this is as good as it fucking gets, to be honest. But you gotta stop touching things. So we're gonna close that up, and we're gonna come in with a black eyeliner pencil. Oh, by the way, this was a L'Oreal liquid eyeliner, and this is from a beauty supply store. I love beauty supply stores. That's not a read of beauty supply stores at all. And you're gonna put it, I like to put it in my waterline. I like to put it under their waterline. I put it in my waterline. And black eyeliner makes your eye look smaller, and I like to put my eye look smaller because I feel like I have big, obnoxious eyes. So I like for mine to look smaller. Try not to cry while you're doing this. And while when we finish with that, we're gonna go ahead and knock this bake off with the powder brush. And if you have like a really aggressive, if your contour tool is really aggressive on one side or the other, you can use that face brush and just violently shake at it until it looks right. Let this be a lesson to you, children. Paint for the mirror right in front of you, not for the back row, unless you're doing a big fucking show, in which case, paint for the back row, because that's what this is going to look like. Because if you want to look small and feminine, to the people at the very back of the stadium, you gotta paint for them. There is still a crack there, but it's fine. And then you can come in with a little bit more powder just to gently set. Just set it lightly. I feel like it just looks dirty, to be honest. So, the contour didn't look that great yesterday either. It looked like maybe when I step back, it'll look right. But I'm not a big fan of contouring for this reason alone. That I'm not. I guess it's because I know what my face is shaped like, so I'm not falling for the illusion. And maybe it's because these are old powders and they're just not blending right. But maybe I'll get it down in the next video. I think I've been breathing in Laura Mercier because I'm like dying. Okay, next we're gonna highlight with an old favorite, Sandcastle by Fenty Beauty. It comes in a duo palette with Mint Mojito, which I love, but I never feel like I do a look that calls for it. But the Mint Mojito is a duochrome kind of, it's a blue highlight with a duochrome shift to some kind of purple, and then this is more of a coppery kind of rose gold highlight. And we're going to put it on the bridges of our cheeks. Is that what that's called? We're going to put it right there. Not the apple, that's where you put the blush. We're not going for a glow for the gods. We're going for because our eyelids are, the eye is already a lot, and the lip is going to be a lot too. Because the whole reason I came with this look is because I wanted to find a look that went with the new lipstick I got from Fenty. Because I love Fenty Beauty. Like, Rihanna, people are coming for Rihanna for being the Avon lady because she doesn't put out music anymore, but Rihanna is building a fucking empire, and I am absolutely here for it. Right on the knob of your nose, on the whoop-de-doops of your cheeks, right above your cupid's bow if you're into that. Maybe on your chin if you're crazy. We'll put it like just above there, right there. Here. Perfect. I want the glow to pick up my camera though. I wish I had good recording equipment for y'all. Like, I'm so sorry that like one day I'm gonna remaster all these videos. Are gonna get remastered. And y'all are gonna realize I'm not a piece of shit who doesn't know what she's doing. I just don't have the camera to do this well. I mean, I might, but it will require a lot more effort than I'm particularly willing to put in. This video is about to be 40 minutes long. It's been 40 minutes recording. I need to hurry this shit up. So last but certainly not least, we're gonna go on with lipstick. This is Fenty Beauty in the shade Griselda. It's a nice berry wine color, and we're gonna go demurely put this on. Very demure, like a flower, a brown flower. Maybe I could edit out me doing my lips because they're so weird looking. Lipstick has always been hard because my lips have a very odd shape. Alright, I fucked it up, but we're gonna clean it up with concealer in a second. Alright, yeah. I fucked it up, but I always fuck up my lipstick because I my Cupid's bow, like it's here, but when it gets to my lip barely dips. So I always look like I have a severe case of football mouth when I put on lipstick. And my bottom and top lip have a kind of an odd shape, so I always end up overlining, but not in a cute way. I should probably just invest in a lip pencil so I can line first and then do lips, but I can't find my fucking concealer. Here it is. It looks a lot better on camera than it does in person, I will say, but it looks like shit in person, so we gotta clean it up because, well, the gun is half done. Okay, just gonna come in with this and pinch it just to be very small. Very gently blunt. I might actually be right. Okay. Okay. I think we're done. So we're gonna on setting spray, even though I'm basically out of setting spray at this point. I'm gonna put it on anyway for effect. Yeah, I need to get a new one. And that's the look, children. Pull my hair out. Ooh, that looks like shit. My hair is not it. It's getting kind of mullety. But I'm letting it grow back. Because I used to have beautiful long, well, they weren't beautiful. Let's be real. They were passable. But I used to have long hair and I cut it all off last year. And I miss it. And then I cut it again in the winter. Like, I probably would be at a regular length if I had not cut it in the winter. But I cut it in the winter, so... Maybe by next winter I'll have somewhat of a... Here is not going back to... God damn it. Well, it's a look. So, this is me. God damn it. This is me having fun with my makeup. And I hope you had fun too. Bye.